It's 5:30. Let's call the meeting to order. Mr. Runs, you don't mind me leading us into our invocation?
Sure. Let's bow our heads. Lord, thank you for bringing us here today. We appreciate the opportunity you've given us to serve. We ask that you lead this meeting, that we will do what we're supposed to do in your will. We ask that you forgive us where we fail you. In your name we pray.
In
Amen.
Jesus' name,
Amen.
Councilman Marcelo, will you lead us in the pledge of allegiance?
Remain standing, salute and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Woods?
Here.
Councilman Marcella?
Here.
Councilman Hooper?
Here.
Councilman Hyde?
Here.
Councilman Reynolds?
Here.
Councilman LeBoux?
Here.
President Cochran?
I'm here. The visitor docket is set aside for anyone who wishes to come before the council, speak on item that's not on the agenda. Today we have one visitor. We have Mr. Arnie Edwards, Costa. Mr. will you please come?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
As always, I appreciate the opportunity to come up and speak to you. CASA, for anyone that doesn't know, we're court-appointed special advocates. We advocate for children in foster care. What we do is we recruit and train community volunteers to advocate for the children. Once a CASA has gone through the process of backgrounds, been trained, then they're sworn in by the judge, either the 30th or the 36th JDC. Once that happens, they're assigned to a child. What we try to do is try to make sure that the CASA advocate stays with that child for the duration of the time that they're in foster care. One of the things that National CASA likes to say is that CASA advocate is the one constant in a child's life during their time while they're in care. We cover down on Beauregard and Vernon Parish, and we also have children from Fort Johnson from time to time. Right now, there's roughly 100 children between the two parishes, or at any given time. Last year, in 2024, we advocated for 68 kids with 45 volunteers. We do have a training class going on right now. We have 6 people that we should swear in, 2 tomorrow, 2 next week, and we got a couple waiting on backgrounds. We do have another class that'll start up tomorrow as well. And we have 7 people already lined up to come to that. So it's been a drought, or it's been really tough recruiting for not only CASA West St. but all the CASAs in Louisiana. After COVID, things just kind of slowed down, but we see some promise. We've been doing some things differently as far as our marketing and stuff, trying to just help it out, because the advocates play a critical role in advocating for those children. They're advocating for them to be able to get back into a permanent home as quick as possible, something where they can thrive, because the situations that they come out of, it's not caused by them. Sometimes it's caused by lack of education by the parents. Sometimes it's caused by drugs. Sometimes it's caused by parents just not wanting to do what they need to do, and the children really suffer for that. Our Christmas project, we do it every year. We start that off around, we try to get our list out to the advocates and to the foster homes in September, try to get everything back by the 1st of October, and then get them out to the community. We did about 100 plus kids last year for Christmas project, and I cannot say enough about the 2 parishes in Fort Johnson and all the support that they give to the children. We didn't have any children go without, and just the way some of the people shop for them is just incredible. And since I've been doing this, I've always liked to see the parents or grandparents come in and they have their child or their grandchild, and they take them and they go shop for a child about their age. We have one little girl that does birthday buddies. She's been doing it now since she was 6, and she is 10 going on 11. And every month, without fail, she comes in and she gets a list, and she goes out and buys for a child. And she's just been doing that. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and we'll be planting pinwheels. We do about 14 locations between Beauregard and Vernon Parish. We'll do the park here and all the other cities throughout. We're on the radio every Thursday, KJ8 on the Swap Shop. Let's see. And that really about covers it. CASA's been here going on, well, over 20 years. And we've advocated for well over 1,500 children during that time, with between 700 and 800 volunteers. So I can only say thank you for coming up and speaking. I almost missed the point. But I really appreciate everything that the city and that the community and the parish does for us. We also have our 4th annual CASA Color Run coming up on the 22nd. I gave you all a flyer on that. Starting off pretty good. You see the sponsors on the bottom. Our first year was pretty incredible. We had almost 200 people. We competed with opening day for Dixie Youth. But this year, we're looking to have a good one, a good run. It's just a good opportunity for families to come out, and it serves a good purpose, just trying to get funds to do certain things like pay for things that DCFS doesn't pay for. We bought computers, we bought beds, we bought dressers, just things to make sure that the children aren't hindered in getting back in the home with their families, or if they're being put in care with guardianship to a family member. But that's all I have, unless y'all have any questions.
Any questions, Councilman?
Mr. Edwards, tell the public phone number and your address, where your office is.
Okay, so we do have a Facebook page. You can look us up on that. We're located 420 McMahon Street. We're behind, I guess, the new Starbucks that's coming up. We're over in Hope Village, and we can be reached at 337-462-4667. And that should be on the little flyer. But yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Edwards.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. Thank you, sir. Mr. Lestage.
Yeah, thank you, President Godfrey. I'd just like to recognize David Morgan here in the back. David is, for those that don't know, is the city attorney of Lake Charles, and he also represents the police jury here in Beauregard. David has been a tremendous help to me in my role here. And many of you probably know he helped us get our adjudicated hearing process. So, David, welcome, and thanks for all your help.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see some of you. Look forward to meeting some of the others.
Yes, sir. Nice meeting you. All right. We have no amendments to the agenda. February 24th workshop and the meeting that we held on that same day has been distributed. Are there any questions or any corrections? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. We have no service or bid awards, no ratifications or condemnations. We will move to resolution. Mr. Lesage.
Resolution number R-2025-blank, a resolution authorizing advertisement of bids for the force main replacement at LA Highway 27 Palmetto Creek, crossing on concurrence with the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program, City of DeRidder project number A923097DA. Whereas the city requests authorization to advertise for sealed bids for the force main replacement at Highway 27 Palmetto Creek, crossing in concurrence with the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program, City Project A923097DA. Whereas sealed bids will be received by the mayor and city council at the office of City Hall, 200 South Jefferson, DeRidder, 70634, and shall at that time and place publicly open the bids and read aloud. Now therefore be resolved, the city council of the city does hereby authorize the city through its mayor to advertise for sealed bids for the force main replacement at Highway 27 Palmetto Creek crossing in concurrence with MGP City Project A923097DA at the office of City Hall, 200 South Jefferson, DeRidder, 70634. Thus done and adopted this 10th day of March 2025 by the City Council, City of DeRidder, Louisiana, City regular session of the Community Council Chambers at DeRidder, Louisiana.
Are there any comments from the public on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any comments from the council? May I have a motion to adopt the resolution as read?
Move the adoption of the resolution.
Second, Mr. We have a first, we have a second. Will you please call the roll?
Councilman Marcello?
Yes.
Councilman Hooper?
Yes.
Councilman Hyde?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Councilman Reynolds?
Yes.
Councilman LeBeau?
Yes.
President Godfrey?
Yes, the resolution has been approved. This now has been adopted. We move to introductions, Mr. Lestage.
Ordinance number O-2025-blank charter series, an ordinance authorizing the city through its mayor to enter aquatic management agreement with Pool Management LLC, DBA Pool Management Inc., for the purpose of managing the swimming pool located in West Park for recreation of residents of the city and area, including the youth, from May 24th, 2025 through September 1, 2025, and including all ordinances, parts, and orders of conflict herewith. Whereas the city owns the premises commonly referred to as West Park and DeRidder, which said park includes a swimming pool facility with access off Park Road. Whereas the city provides recreation for its residents, including its youth. Whereas Pool Management LLC, DBA Pool Management Inc. is a South Carolina limited liability company in good standing, which provides aquatic facility management. Whereas PMI proposes to enter into an aquatic management agreement with the city for the use of the swimming pool and associated building, grounds, and equipment pursuant to the contract set forth as Exhibit A, which is attached here to and made a part hereof. all while holding harmless and identifying the city as to potential damages and losses due to injuries and property loss thereon. Whereas the city council hereby declares that it's the best interest of the city to enter into an agreement said PMI pursuant to the agreement so as to provide aquatic facility management to the city's West Park pool from May 24, 25 through September 1, 25. Now therefore be it ordained the city council of the city of DeRidder authorize the city through its mayor to enter into an agreement as Exhibit A here to provide aquatic facility management to the city's West Park pool from May 24, 2025 through September 1, 2025. Be it further ordained that all ordinances, parts of ordinance in conflict herewith be in the same and hereby repealed. Thus done and adopted this 24th day of March 2025 by the City Council of the City of DeRidder, regular session to the Community Council Chambers of DeRidder, Louisiana.
May I have a motion for introduction?
I move to introduce as read.
May I have a second? Second. There's been a motion and a second. Will you please call the roll?
Councilman Hooper,
Yes.
Councilman Hyde,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods,
Yes.
Councilman Marcello,
Yes.
Councilman Reynolds, Councilman LeBoud, President Cochran.
Yes, the motion has been approved. The public hearing is scheduled for Monday, March 24th, 2025.
1382, ordinance number O-2025-blank Charter Series, and ordinance amending Chapter 7, Health and Sanitation, Article 2, Cleanliness of Premises, Littering, Section 728B, storing or abandoning junk, wrecked or used automobiles, motor vehicles or parts, appliances, etc., including all ordinances, parts of ordinance in conflict herewith. Whereas Chapter 7 of the Code of Ordinances governs health and sanitation within the city, whereas the city recognizes there is a need from time to time to update the health and sanitation codes and enforcement penalties to meet current standards. Whereas the City Council finds it appropriate that Chapter 7 Health and Sanitation, Article 2, Cleanliness of Premises, Littering, Section 728B, storing or abandoning junk, wrecked or used automobiles, motor vehicles or parts, appliances, etc. of the code be repealed and replaced as shown on Exhibit A. Now therefore be it ordained the City Council hereby repeals and replaces Chapter 7, Article 2, Section 728B, Code of Ordinances of DeRidder, all pursuant to the aforementioned Exhibit A. Be it further ordained that all ordinances and parts of ordinance in conflict herewith be in the same hereby repealed. Thus done and adopted this 24th day of March 2025 in regular session of the Community Council Chambers of DeRidder, Louisiana.
We have a motion for introduction.
I move to introduce as read.
May I have a second?
I second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Will you please call the roll?
Councilman Hyde,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods,
Yes.
Councilman Marcello,
Yes.
Councilman Hooper,
Yes.
Councilman Reynolds,
Yes.
Councilman LeBoud,
Yes.
President Cochran.
Yes, the motion has been approved. The public hearing is scheduled for Monday, March 24th, 2025.
1383, ordinance number O-2025-blank Charter Series, and ordinance authorizing the city through its mayor to enter into a CEA between the Fort Worth Parish Police Jury and the Louisiana Department of Veteran Affairs relative to the maintenance and operations of veteran services established by the LDVA pursuant to Louisiana Revised Statute 29-260-262, including all ordinances and parts of ordinance in conflict herewith. Whereas Veterans Assistance Counselors change the lives of their clients and impact the local economy by helping to bring in over $47,468,000 in compensation and pension benefits for the United States Department of Veteran Affairs to Fort Worth Parish households. Whereas Louisiana Revised Statute 29-260-262 as amended and reenacted specifically provide enabling legislation for the LDVA estimate and recovery part of the operations cost of parish veteran service offices. Whereas the statute provides that LDVA shall not contribute more than 75% of the operation and maintenance of such parish veteran service offices. Whereas the Louisiana Constitution provides that for a public purpose, the state and its political subdivisions of political corporations may engage in property endeavors with each other with the United States or its agencies or with any public or private association, corporation, or individual. Whereas the city desires to support local veterans and improve their access to benefits and services, providing both the cost to maintain and operate the local veteran service offices and space to house such service offices as provided by law by entering into a CEA with the Fort Worth Parish Police Jury and Louisiana Department of Veteran Affairs. Whereas the city shall contribute to the support of veteran service officers by paying LDVA a total of $12,885.50 as set forth in Exhibit A. Now therefore be it ordained the City Council that city through its mayor enter into a CEA with the Fort Worth Parish Police Jury and LDVA in accordance with said agreement attached to Exhibit A. Be it further ordained the mayor of the city being hereby authorized to do any and all things and assign any and all documents necessary to effectuate the purposes as set forth herein. Be it further ordained that if any provision or item of this ordinance or the application thereof is held invalid, such invalidity shall not affect other provisions, items, or applications of this ordinance which can be given effect without the invalid provisions, items, or applications, and to this end the provisions of this ordinance are hereby declared severable. Be it further ordained that all ordinances, parts of ordinance conflict herewith be in the same hereby repealed. Be it further ordained that that the CA shall be in effect from January 1, 25 and terminate on December 31, 25. Thus done and adopted this 24th day of March 2025 by the City Council of DeRidder, regular session of the Community Council Chambers of DeRidder, Louisiana.
May I have a motion of introduction?
Second.
May I have a second?
Second.
Councilman Reynolds. There have been a motion and a second. Will you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Woods,
Yes.
Councilman Marcello,
Yes.
Councilman Hooper,
Yes.
Councilman Hyde,
Yes.
Councilman Reynolds?
Yes.
Councilman LeBouf? President Cochran?
Yes, the motion has been approved. Public hearing is scheduled for Monday, March 24th, 2025. We have no public hearings or payments. We move to reports. Mayor?
Not a lot. I just want to thank Miss Alana for what she did with the placing of the marker, the historical marker downtown last Thursday, and then there's one upcoming. She got a grant for one at First Street School. So thank her for her hard work. And just for those you want to know, spoke with Chief Richard. He wanted me to go ahead and just put this out there. For those that are asking, we do have some AI cameras that are up in town, and we just approved the purchase of 2 of those, but they've already been up for testing. Encourage you, if you'd like to see how they work, go see. It's pretty amazing. Just typed in the color and brand of my car, and there I was pulled up sitting at a red light. So it's already helped them with accidents in the area. And for those that do not know, we have cameras already throughout town, and a perfect example is Grace Place. They bounce off of our internet. We have that with certain places in town, other businesses and residential locations. They bounce off the internet. So if you have questions about cameras, he would be, or Mr. Darren would be the ones you could talk to about that. But we do have some of those new AI cameras that have been installed. I know some of you have had some questions. So he wanted me to make sure he's just getting into town late this evening and was not going to be able to be here. And so that's about it for me.
Mr. Landry?
Bid opening for street overlay project will be Wednesday the 19th at 10 o'clock. And remind everybody. Bridges for the new walking trail will start going in tomorrow. Hopefully, a couple of weeks after we get the bridges in, we'll go out for bid for the new walking trail. Some of you may have noticed that the parking lot at the community facility building has been overlaid. We had a chance to do so we took advantage of it and was able to get that done. The flooring at the police department has all been replaced under the warranty, and the last 2 pieces of the exercise equipment for the outdoor fitness center have been ordered, and as soon as that comes in, we'll get that installed also. Questions?
I got one
Yes.
quick question. From where the exercises machines are at the park and the walking trail, is there gonna be like a path or something coming off the trail to lead to that?
Sure.
Okay, because I mean, of course, it's been raining, and
Yeah.
and you walk and you see all the mud, and I see a few people over there. I just figured you had something in mind. I didn't know what it was.
Yes, sir. We've had the sign made for it. I want to try to get the dirt work done around the
Right.
the facility before we put the sign up. And we'll probably put a concrete walkway from the asphalt walking trail to the,
To the exercise, but,
yes.
okay. I figured that. I just wanted to hear it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Any other questions? Mr. King?
Tomorrow on the corner of West 8th and DeRidder, we're going to relocate some water service lines. So just urge anyone to take caution, maybe pass them through that area.
Will that turn off water in that area?
No, briefly for the homeowner, 20 minutes tops. That should be it.
Question.
Any?
Any updated status on our meters?
I sent an email earlier. They found just under 150 that were in our system that were programmed incorrectly. They were able to get those going.
Okay.
Still waiting on the 300 that they're promising, so just keeping in touch.
Tell them the rest about those dials and.
Yeah, more work for y'all.
Right. So the ones that we use have 6 dials, and one they're sitting is 7. So anytime we go to reinstall a meter, now we have to take a process to be sure that we transfer that information that it's a 7-dial meter instead of a 6-dial, put that into our system to make sure the billing system is correct. There's just a little extra process we'll have to take instead of them just sending us what we actually ordered. Now we have to be a little extra cautious of what they're giving us. So we will be able to use any meter at this point. We just have to do more on our end.
But each account will have to be notated which one's got the ones with the too many dials.
So one could have a 6, and we change to a 7, and then back to a 6. So I mean, it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Chief Harlow.
Just a couple things. Just recently had 2 employees that attended the fire chaplaincy program focused on post-traumatic stress disorder. They just completed that. 2 of my captains had 9 employees that just recently was able to go through a fire service instructor 2 program and successfully completed that, and they're all certified in the state now. And tomorrow we start changing out Mardi Gras banners to spring banners.
Any questions for the chief? Fort Johnson. So thanks.
Yeah, so just a few things. So right now, 310, big chunk of their personnel have redeployed. Here in the next 2 weeks, we'll start redeploying all of their equipment. Also, starting next week, begins the first start of rotations for the year. So we should see some increased activity over the next 6 to 8 months. We have several overlapping rotations. Also for us, this Thursday at 1400 at Spike Field, we will turn over 383rd MCT and 41st over to 46th. So they'll leave our organization, but they'll be staying here. And then that's just our unit, unfortunately, getting smaller. With that being said, as we continue along our inactivation, they did put out a new order last week that aligns operations group under Beauregard Parish. So I've already put those people in touch with the parish itself, and then I also gave them your point of contact, Glenna. They should be reaching out. On the next meeting on the 24th, Lieutenant Colonel Larson will be here with Lieutenant Colonel Carver, and they'll get some introductions done for you all. So it's sad to inactivate, but we are 100% in support of DeRidder and Beauregard Parish, and we really appreciate everything you all have done for us. So.
Appreciate y'all too,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir, we do. Do we have any comments or reports from the councilors?
I won't be here Monday. I'll be at FBLA State, Lafayette.
Take care of my grandbaby while
I
you're down
will.
there.
And then I'll turn 60 this month.
26. Right?
Cool.
Yes, 26.
All right now.
Her birthday.
I'll remember that age.
But you won't be here at next meeting.
On her.
FBLA State.
Right, on her
So we gotta
birthday.
tell her happy birthday now.
Correct.
Mr. Reynolds, I want to apologize to you. Councilman Reynolds, I want to apologize to you for just saying Mr. Reynolds earlier. I want to apologize for just saying Mr. Reynolds, Councilman Reynolds. I want to apologize for that. Also want to thank you, Ms. Dana, for doing all the hard work you do to make sure that these meetings go as smooth as possible, doing all the research that you have, so that we as a council can be protected. Amen. Mayor, thank y'all for the good job that y'all doing. Department heads, continue to do the job that you're doing. And every complaint we get, we make sure you get it.
Thank you.
Amen. But if there's no other, does anybody have anything? There's no more agenda. This meeting is not adjourned.
Carry on.
No, don't carry on. Go change something.
Where's the site you said to go look up the ARP? It's cold in here. I don't have fever.